Hello, so upon reflecting on this class, I first want to say that I did enjoy this class a lot and I feel like the book was very interesting to read and very powerful to read as well. Um I know throughout the book I'd take a minute, I'm like, wow, it truly was something to read and understand. So and I feel like my perspective on things have definitely changed after reading that book in a good way. So yeah, I feel like just reading that book in this course was very informational and I did enjoy it a lot. So I feel like to what extent are the sins necessary? I feel like some sins, like the ones in the book, may be labeled as such by tradition or culture. I know that I even reading through the book, I know that some of those sins I feel like I've lived or I have made a part of my life. Just by tradition or culture, but they can actually be a necessary act of self-assertion, healing, or liberation. And I feel like that's kind of the point that she was trying to get at is they in a way they can set you free, if you let them. So these so-called sins, like embracing one sexuality, speaking out against authority, or choosing personal freedom over obedience, might not be sins at all in a deeper moral sense. Instead, they can be necessary steps in reclaiming the identity and agency, especially for women who might have been in a box or silence. What stuck with me the most from the book is how it challenges the lines in between the good and bad, and or holy and sinful, and invites us to rethink about who gets to define those terms and why they get to define those terms. So I feel like in the next month, I would want to practice my examining where I might be limiting myself out of fear or judgment or even just out of routine, especially in those areas related to self-expression or boundaries. I'll choose one part of my life, maybe which how I communicate or carry myself, and intentionally act with more freedom without shame, and be proud to do what I'm doing. I feel like that's the point that I've learned from this book is even if no one else agrees with you, if you believe in something and you stand by it, you have every right to do that. And believing and standing up for what you believe is right is very important. And who knows, maybe it could change someone else's perspective, but it makes you very confident. And I feel like that's kind of what I've taken away. So I feel like a question that I like to ask is, what benefits who benefits when certain human experiences like desire or anger or even independence are labeled as sinful. And so I feel like that question kind of leads back to a lot of the topics in the book. It's who creates these sins in the first place, and who kind of creates the good and bad. But yeah, thank you.